Syracuse in full control in East Hartford. It's the Orange that lead the UConn Huskies by a score of 27-7 at halftime. Hello and welcome to OPP at the Half. Alongside Anthony Vasquez and Johnston, I'm Trey Redfield. So guys, Syracuse in full control in East Hartford, up by 20 points. Let's take a look at the first half stats and see what is working right now for the Orange. You're talking a lot about Garrett Schrader, Anthony, in the air, 222 yards, couple of touchdowns, 3 total touchdowns as well. You see it right there. Syracuse in control offensively and defensively too.
That's right. Garrett Schrader's been dotting up this UConn secondary the entire first half. Only 3 incompletions in half number 1, and those 17 completions were to 8 different receivers, if I might add. So far, so good with Garrett Schrader early.
Yeah, another thing to add on to that, he's surpassing 200 passing yards for the second straight game, the first time he's done that in his collegiate career. That's something that you want to look for Schrader in the passing game moving forward.
So now we get into our first half thoughts. You already got some thoughts right there, but Anthony, what's going through your mind after one half of play?
Well, I want to talk more about Garrett Schrader. Those 17 completions, he was averaging 11 yards per catch, and really it's been a credit to his ability in the passing game. He's picking up right where he left off against Louisville, and he's looking so far so good against these UConn Huskies. If he continues that in the second half, Syracuse should roll easily in week 2.
And looking at that, conversely, you flip the switch with the defense. They're playing with a whole lot of aggression. Only 7 points on the board for UConn, and a good thing is that they're going in and aggressive on the defensive line, because ultimately you don't want to stoop to the level of a UConn team, especially going into the second half. They had a few flagrant penalties ultimately, but so far they're shoring up the defense well.
All right, guys, one half down, one half to go. Jared, what is your key to the second half for SU to grab its second straight win of the season?
Yeah, prefaced it a little bit, but they have to keep their head in the game. Ultimately, you could set a program record last week with 18 penalties against Louisville. Looked nearly spotless before those two just at the end of the second half. So you keep it going, you keep it clean, and you make sure that you're really just shoring up everything on both sides of the ball. That's the path to success.
Not only do you have to keep your head in the game, Jared, you also have to keep the pedal to the metal. UConn is an inferior team. You really can't let them hang around in this game. Now, I know you're up by 20, but 1 touchdown later, you're only up by 2 scores. So if you're Syracuse, keep the pedal to the metal, keep it going, and Syracuse should come out victorious today if they do that.
Syracuse with an opportunity to go 2-0 on the young 2022 season. It's the Orange that lead the Huskies of UConn by a score of 27-7. Be sure to stick with us here on OTN Channel 24.2. We have Orange Press Pass coming up at midnight with these two and myself. For Anthony Vasquez and Johnston, I'm Trey Redfield. We will see you after the conclusion of Syracuse and UConn.